let's get on with it. Let's go to Ukemi break falls, and we're going to start with the basic back fall. You see that I'm dispersing the energy by dropping my arms down in a like the bottom of an X. I'm not letting my head hit the mat. You see that I'm getting up in a good tactical get up, or a technical get up as they call it in jiu-jitsu. Super important. I have a whole video on technical get up. I'll attach that in the video. See the yellow lines? No, you don't want your arms out straight. You'll hurt your shoulders. You want them, like I said, the bottom of an X or 45 or 90 degree, whatever. I'm not a mathematician. You see that's how it is. Head off the mat. Super important. Again, technical get up. Whenever applicable, you should be doing a technical get up. So here I am doing it again. Notice again that the arms are down like the bottom of an X. I'm always protecting my head. Here's a jumping variation of it. This is something you could do. Like, you can't always be in a position to be thrown and take that kind of energy. So here's a way of doing it without a partner throwing you. It's a more advanced way of doing it. It's just a jumping back fall. That is a good way to practice it. Here's a soft version. Like if you just got pushed down and it wasn't a lot of energy. This is how they're teaching it at the academy now, because the instructors there, quite frankly, didn't exactly, except for there's a couple instructors that are very good grapplers, and they taught back falls correctly. But a lot of people were getting hurt in the field because they weren't emphasizing how to flay out the arms like the bottom of an X. Oh, you need to break that energy. And that's why the soft back fall. So here's the back roll. For some reason, some people have a hard time with it. Again, just like a front roll, and we'll get with that later. See how the head is off to the side. There I am, freezing it. I'm rolling over the shoulder. And in this case, I'm going over my right shoulder, so my right foot is the lead foot. That's how you know which side you're going to roll over. If it was the other way, my head would be going the other direction, and I would have my lead foot as the left foot. And I'll show that again. Again, you're just sitting down, basically, rounding out, going over whatever shoulder side you want, but the shoulder you are going over is the way you're looking, and you're also definitely not rolling on the neck. You see that I'm on the shoulder. There should be very, very little pressure on your head whatsoever. You're protecting your neck when you do this. On all your falls and rolls, you're always protecting your head, back, and spine. Side fall, another example of what we were just saying, protecting your head, back, and spine, especially in this fall. See how I'm hitting the ground. The energy is being absorbed by the lat, by your thigh. Here is a good example. See how my leg is bent. My ankle is not slapping on the ground. My head is tucked and chin is tucked. And you see on the other side, my right leg, my foot is helping absorb the energy. All that energy of the fall is in the your lat, your thigh, your buttocks, and your tricep area. See how my hand is bent? I'm slapping out, but then it's popping up again. Slapping out, head is protecting. I'm always protecting my head. Never let your head hit the ground. Good technical get up, protecting yourself at all times. That's super important. You have to protect yourself at all times. And in all Ukemi, again, I can't emphasize enough, you're protecting your spine, you're protecting your head, you're protecting your neck. Here's a jumping side fall. Again, this would be an advanced way of doing it. A way of projecting yourself when someone's not actually throwing you. You see a lot of this in Hapkido and Aikido, because a lot of times you're falling out of a technique to protect from getting your shoulder broken or your wrist broken. You won't see this in any Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu school I've ever rolled at. I've never seen them practice any of this type of Ukemi. It's always at a Hapkido school, a Judo school, traditional Japanese Jiu-Jitsu school, etc. You get the idea. More advanced way of practicing it. Not necessary, but a great way to build up your confidence when you're falling and rolling. The front roll. Round. Think round. The rounder, the better. And again, you're going over the shoulder, not the head. This isn't like a somersault where you would do it in gymnastics. I'm rolling over the shoulder. I'm rounding out my arm. I'm keeping the arm firm. But I'm still relaxed. You're just rounding out and using your body as a frame, thinking of yourself as turning yourself into a circle, tucking your chin. At one point, I'll freeze the frame, and you'll see a little better what I'm talking about. See how I'm rounding the arm out, pinky facing towards the way you're rolling, thumb facing in between your legs. I'm literally tucking my arms through my legs, tucking my head, and rolling nice and smooth. As I'm going across the back. That's what I'm emphasizing there with my finger. Across the back, not down the spine. Here you see how I'm tucking the head. The arm is rounded. I'm going to be going across the back. It is not down the spine. If you're going down the spine, you're doing a somersault, and that's incorrect. So here I am combining the side fall and a roll. So it's a rolling side fall. This is as advanced as you need to get. You don't need to do a jumping side fall. This is a rolling side fall. Very applicable, and this would be another way of training it. You're basically, instead of rolling to get back up, you're sticking your leg out and you're doing a side fall. Pretty self-explanatory. Guys, super important. The side fall is probably the fall you're going to be taking the most, and the back fall, regardless of the grappling system you're in. Anyway, the front fall. This is one that you don't see a lot. I learned it in Hapkido. I've seen judo guys do it. I mean, I'm sure other systems do it. It's just I don't see it taught very often. See how my arms are, elbows are facing out a little bit, and you're thinking of using them as a bumper. My butt is up in the air, so I'm not slamming my pelvis into the ground. I'm turning my head to the side. Here I am again in slow motion. I'm jumping down. The arms are out. See how I'm, my waist is off the ground. You see above the picture of the triangle. That's the position your arms should be in. You're looking away. And this would be like if you tripped forward or somebody tripped you forward. This would be a front fall. And it's another one of those important falls. So let's wrap this up in a nutshell. If you grapple, it doesn't matter what system you train. Judo, Jiu-Jitsu, Taiho-Jutsu, Hapkido, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You should be doing Ukemi. Super important, and it's a great way to warm people up in class. This running in circle stuff always irritates me. You see it in a lot of Jiu-Jitsu schools. Anyway, everybody take care, stay safe, and stay out of trouble.